According to this letter obtained by Fox News, the Republican chairman of the House Intelligence Committee, Devin Nunes, is asking current and former intelligence, law enforcement, and State Department officials about the Trump dossier, and specifically when they learned it was funded by Democrats and how it was used to obtain one or more surveillance warrants at the National Security Court. The questionnaire includes a dozen direct questions about the Trump dossier compiled by former British spy Christopher Steele, whose work was funded by the DNC and Clinton campaign. Current and former officials are asked whether they held meetings or briefings about the unverified allegations against candidate Trump or took any other official action. The House Committee's Republican chairman is threatening to subpoena witnesses if necessary. Quote, "If you do not provide timely answers on a voluntary basis," the letter said, "the committee will initiate compulsory process." On Fox earlier this month, Congressman Nunes said the Republican staff memo documenting alleged surveillance abuses by the FBI and Justice Department during the 2016 election was part one, and more investigations would follow.
Yeah, so this completes just the FISA abuse portion of our investigation. We are in the middle of what I call phase 2 of our investigation, which involves other departments, specifically the State Department and some of the involvement that they had in this. That investigation is ongoing, and we continue to work towards finding answers and asking the right questions to try to get to the bottom of what exactly the State Department was up to in terms of this Russia investigation.
The House Intelligence Committee Democrats are not part of the letter, and we're seeking a comment from them. And we'll update you when we get it, Bill.
How do we know who got the letter and the questionnaire, Catherine?
Well, Fox News understands that the questionnaire went out to about 24 current and former officials, among them former FBI Director James Comey, former Director of National Intelligence James Clapper, and former CIA Director John Brennan, who testified in May of 2017 that the Trump dossier was virtually unknown to him.
Director Brennan, do you know who commissioned the Steele dossier?
I don't.
Do you know if the Bureau ever relied on the Steele dossier as part of any court filings, applications, petitions, pleadings?
I have no awareness.
Source close to the investigation said they're not ruling out calling on more witnesses and providing them with the questionnaire for answers, Bill.
Okay, all that takes us to the news of this hour. What about the new indictment, Catherine?
Well, in the last hour, we've been able to review an indictment from the special counsel. There will be a court appearance about 3-4 hours from now here in Washington, D.C. And the individual at the heart of that complaint is Alex van der Zwaan. This is not a name that's all that familiar to people who've been following the Russia investigation. But the allegation in the indictment is that he lied to federal investigators, so that's a violation of 18 U.S.C. 1001, about his contact, either by email or by phone, with Rick Gates. Rick Gates, as you know, was indicted last year, along with Paul Manafort, as part of the Russia investigation. So we should learn more, Bill, in a couple of hours from now.
Okay, Catherine, thank you for all that. Lots
You're
to cover.
welcome.
Catherine Harrods there on our
Sure.
bureau in Washington.